guys to another exciting episode of the Review Zone with yours truly, Abna Dubai. So we are done transiting from the skinny girl and we're gonna move on to another exciting series which has, is already done with season 1. We are still hoping to get us to season 2. So you know how we all have our cliques, yeah? You could be in a group of 2 or 3. Some cliques do not exist anymore. Some cliques keep each other till they die off. So this S series revolving around 4 guys whose love life and ordeals, how they make their love life special, how it talks about different kinds of backgrounds and different deals you need to go through to achieve what you. So at the end of the day, you realize that each character was aiming at something. Each character had something special they were moving at. How they went about it is why there is a series called The Men's Club.
Work? Does Mom still surprise me from Ibadan?
You think I don't know what you have been doing in Lagos, eh?
So if you ask me, the theme for this is more like 4 guys, their love lives, their ordeal, and the women in their life and how they make them who they are in the series. So we're reviewing The Men's Club, a series proudly produced by Red TV. Yeah, Red TV is also a production house in Nigeria, and this series is also from Nigeria. So let's take the 4 characters one by one and also talk about the women and their lives. So my favorite character, yeah, you get to also tell me your favorite character in the comment section. But for me, my favorite character is Louis. I know you were expecting me to say Ayla because of the soft spot I have for him as Skinny Girl and Chance, but no, Louis is my favorite character and he's aged 28. Now he comes off as that guy who doesn't really, from the beginning of the movie, we don't really know what he's aiming at. It's this guy who has a beautiful homegrown lady who is willing to die for him, but still, has a side piece, has a side chick with what we call in our local center that's friends with benefit. And if you're a guy out there, watch Louis's character, you wish you had a friend with the benefits like that of what he has. Now the story progresses and you realize that Louis is not doing all these things because he wants to do it, but because of a family situation, because of an inheritance he needs to get, because of his sacrifices. He needs to sacrifice his love life to make the mom happy. Yeah, that is how come he ends up with a woman he doesn't love. Now midway in between the movie, you realize that feelings begin to grow. He doesn't really want to be with the other lady, the rich girl, but still wants to be with the other one. But you can't eat your cake and have it. So he's still dating Larry's kid sister. So at Louis's engagement party, that is when hell breaks loose, because then Larry discovers that Louis is bunking or was doing his sister through Larry's kid or lousy girlfriend. Now guys, then you're bro codes. Me honestly, I don't get this whole bro code thing, because when you're with your friends and you trust each other, you guys are friends, you've been friends, you've been sleeping with other girls. So what's with you guys and don't date my sister, don't date my cousin? What's with the limit with guys? You can tell me, you can answer in the comment section. Tell us the reason guys think that when you're going out with someone or when you have a friend, he or she can't date your sister. That bro code line, you guys should explain to us today. So let's move away from guys and the annoying bro code as to where everything explodes, and then Louis's good girlfriend, the one who is actually supposed to let Louis get an inheritance, discovers his escapades and everything. She's cool with it. The normal, typical, rich kid who's in love with a guy who knows, I need to still maintain the family legacy. I need to keep my face. So I'm gonna, let it slide. And they let things slide, and we're waiting for season 2 to find out what happens, because Louis's heart still belongs to the lady the mom sees as Erifra.
Why are you here?
Now let's move away from Louis, and since I've been talking about Larry, it's best I move on to Larry. So Larry is seen as this guy who is okay in life. He doesn't really have a problem, but the only problem Larry has is he's going out with a university student. And sometimes at some point in your life, well, I don't know if you guys have answers, you can let me know, but there's this thing with guys, and when they get to some point, the kind of women they want, even with we the ladies, me for instance, probably I wouldn't want to go back and date probably a tertiary student because I feel I've bypassed that stage. So the only hindrance in Larry's life was he was going out with a tertiary student who was still thinking below the belt for Larry. Larry was cool with it and everything until he met Sugar Mama herself. Yeah, the one with all the control buttons and everything. Comes into Larry's life, found out that there is something sweet in older women. Decides to dump his, tertiary girlfriend. Doesn't know how to go about it. So his episode or his love life still ends in season 1 with we confused as to if the older woman is going to continue being Larry's, call dog, or the tertiary girl is going to, bring her energetic skills like what we saw at the beginning of his life when he came back from work with his mom and lady was all stripped, having that whip and everything. There is something about the younger girls. They have that spice, yeah? So Larry's life is still a mystery to us as we speak. Alright, so let's move away from Larry to Tayo. Now, the typical surfer boy who is trying to land himself a job meets this pretty girl, very rich, from a rich background. And the tables are always funny when it's not the guy who's rich and is getting married to a poor girl. Anytime in movies there's a rich girl getting married to a poor boy, sometimes there are respect issues. It even happens in real life. Share your thoughts with me if you are going through, if you've ever experienced, where you had to date a girl richer than you, and you had all the issues in life. You can share your thoughts with me and we can communicate at the comment section. So let's move on to Tayo's life. Yeah, poor guy meets a rich girl who's owns a multi-million company, employs the guy, promotes him as manager or MD, managing director. Then the lady does not respect Tayo. We all thought it was the normal thing that was going on. We all thought, okay, fine, my wife no has to be saying she, or I'm fed up with the guy. Only for me to be introduced to Tayo's brother. Then we realized, okay, there's a connection. The lady feels more comfortable around Tayo's brother. Then we realized they are sleeping together. Then we further realized that their baby boy is not even Tayo's. So at the beginning, I was very judgy with Tayo's. I was like, why would you want to have this beautiful lady at home? Fine. Some women have their issues, same as guys, right? You get me? They all have temperaments and everything. So if she's not cheating on you and she's only being annoying and bossy, you can find a way around it. Why would you be sleeping with girls in hotels to the extent that a lady who was brought to the office for you to work with, Aisha, you ended up sleeping with her and you guys got intimate and she got beaten by her boyfriend? Yeah, because if you have a sponsor and you are sleeping with another person, most definitely the sponsor will deal with you. So you got another lady's life complicated. Then I found out that Tayo is not the father of his baby boy, and I realized, okay, fine, his actions can be a bit justified. So season 1 of Men's Club ended with you and I at home knowing very well that Tayo will not continue the relationship with his girlfriend, and same as ties with his brother will definitely be cut. But then again, bro code, rule number 1, at least that one my brother. So rule number 1, don't touch my wife. So yeah, we know that relationship until a miracle happens in season 2. Those two wouldn't be brothers anytime soon. Now let's move on to the last guy. He is the rich guy. I don't know what's with directors and giving Ayola the rich kid bro.
All the time.
Even as much as he plays it effortless, is annoying. You want to see him go as a poor boy. So Aminu, Ayola in this movie is called Aminu. He's this rich kid whose dad owns everything. Aminu is very annoying, bossy, pompous, the typical Ayola we know, irritated. Then we meet, okay, fine. He has an annoying girlfriend, a very annoying girlfriend. Yeah, those girls that when you get guys with money, you don't want to respect or anything. That's her character. Until the movie further progresses, we meet Aminu's PA, very cool guy. Always up to Aminu's beck and call, always there for Aminu. Always, boss, yes, boss, yes, boss, yes, boss, yes, boss, yes, boss. After the series progresses, then we're like, okay, fine, there's more to this, yes, boss. Until Aminu starts, his ideas keep getting into the wrong hands. Even with example with political parties, you can have a strategy, you can have a plan. Then all of a sudden, the other team hears it and they execute it. So that was what was happening to Aminu's life. He kept getting his issues, you know, out there even before he decided to publicize it, until he realized that his PA is the one behind it. That was when we got to know that the PA is also the son of Alhaji Aminu. So Aminu's dad had a baby out of wedlock. We are still trying to find out how true that is, but we know that is the reason Aminu has that irritant of a girlfriend in the house, very annoying and bossy. But the series didn't end with Aminu's love life in shambles. We met the lady, you know, the bank lady who Aminu was irritated, and she also fell in love with Aminu, not because of his money but because of genuine love. And those two, before the series ended, had a happy ending. So season 1 of Men's Club ended with only Aminu having his head high because his love life went all well. And we're waiting for season 2 to find out what exactly will happen. But if you ask me, I feel there is more to everything that we're already witnessing. At least we know Lewis is doing whatever he's doing because of inheritance. We know Larry is having issues. We don't know if there's a past story with Larry, but for what we know right now, it has to do with he having to choose between a tertiary student and an older woman who has everything and is very mature. So at the end of the day, we realized that the only person who came out with his head high in terms of relationship is Aminu. But there is still some background story for him because, you know, now the other lady, the irritant, has come out pregnant. So at the end of the season 1, or at the end of season 1 of Men's Club, if you ask me what I think, it only ends with the tagline: relationships, marriages, you know, human relationship will always be complicated. There will always be something you'll be thinking about. There will always be something that forever and ever will not go right. There will always be something that was going to tear people apart. But how you work things together, how you manage each other, how you study each other, how each other's temperaments can help each other is what we are seeking, or is what this series is seeking to achieve at the end of the day. So tell me what you think the moral lesson, or if you are supposed to give a theme to this series, what are you going to give to it? Tell me your observations, tell me what they need to improve in the season 2. I want to get your feedback. I want to know what you think. This is the review zone with yours truly, Abnadi. Bye. See you next time as we review another exciting TV series. Watch the space. Until then,